All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Get ready. 43. 43. Alert 3.
On first down, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Second and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 43.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mahomes firing complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Both bows and Mike. Mike's both bows. Right side.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's going to look deep and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 90 Wolf. Ready? Tie it right. You got 3 down.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. The open man is Westbrook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
And the Jaguars first down.
Here we go, here we go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 23. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. He's yellow. Double up. He's wild. Who? Mike 50, Mike 50. Better bring it. You better bring it. Let me know right now. You better.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ricky. Check nickel.
Mahomes now on first down. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where there's...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes, complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. It's caught by Davis. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. This is Bell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Motion. Reset.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Let's go. Give me that ball, defense. Mike 54.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves them with options here on 2nd and just a yard.
Brings up 2nd down at the Jaguars' 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
They're on 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.